Well, go back to Let's Play Go Nippon. I had a stomach bug yesterday and it was fucking horrible. Oh man, my stomach felt like it was being like, I don't know, it just felt horrible and my legs felt like they were turning to stone. It was horrible. And now I'm still not feeling exactly 100% right now, but better than yesterday. But yeah, well, recording this on the 3rd here, like right after my freaking birthday, the 2nd, I wake up, I record the previous part, and then while uploading on the 2nd, which is yesterday, wait, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. While uploading, and then I was just like, oh man, I feel horrible, and then it's just like, oh, it was just horrible, and then I end up like canceling the upload and all that. I was just like, no, I'm gonna sleep it off a bit. So I went to sleep, then I woke up, didn't feel as bad after that, but it was still there, and it was a pain in the ass. And then I decided to upload anyway. I was originally gonna like put a message saying, got a stomach bug today, won't be any uploads, dough, and all that, but ended up uploading anyway. You know, I might just take, like, if I ever take like random days off or anything like that, I'll just be taking like a break thing. I'd probably like, say like post a message thingy to your subscribers and stuff, just saying, no uploads today, I'm taking a break today. But I usually upload anyway. So anyway, here we go anyway. So where should we start? Let me see, I think that's the best place, don't you? Don't you hate when you can see like dust and stuff going through the air? It's like really light and you can see the dust. It's frickin' everywhere, man. That. Sorry about that, I just burped. First, the entry fee. There. You know, I barely got anything to eat yesterday. Maybe that's why I'm still feeling like crap. Whoa. This is Kiyomizu-dera, the most famous temple in Kyoto. Kiyomizu-dera. They say Kiyomizu-dera was completed before Kyoto became the capital in the year 778. Well, Kyoto was capital? There are temples that old? Kiyomizu-dera, probably pronounced it wrong, is known for how the main hall just juts out of the side of the mountain. The main hall has been rebuilt over and over due to fires, but the last rebuild was in 1633, so it's still quite old. It was still built around 400 years ago then. Wait, no, that was my line, I think. It's standard for the stone builders of America and Europe to survive that long, but for these Eastern wooden structures to last so long shows the care that goes into them. I know, do you know the Japanese phrase, jump from the stage at Kiyomizu, meaning to plunge headfirst into something? No. The stage at Kiyomizu refers to this building? Yes, they say that if you scrap your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. They say that in the old days, many men really would make the jump to show their determination. From here? But it's really far down. Yeah, they say some people really died trying it. Well, it sounds like a pretty freaking dumb freaking thing to do to test your courage, really. Honestly, men are such idiots. Yeah, I already was saying that that's an idiotic thing right there. I can't help but agree with you there. As long as we're here, let's go to the Otowa waterfall below. The Otowa waterfall? Yes, it's a small waterfall consisting of 3 narrow streams. The waterfall has existed for over 1,000 years. Back then, people said the water would confer wealth for long life. They loved it, the fountain as the fountain of youth. The fountain of youth? Okay, let's check it out. Whoa, there really are 3 trails of water here. Each stream confers its own blessings. From right to left, they confer academic success, health, and love, respectively. Academics, health, and love. So then, starting from the right, I take the water from each and drink it. Okay, let's start with the water of academics. Now the water of health, and the water of love. Sure, it's delicious. It really could be the fountain of youth. Uh-oh. Their faces say you shouldn't have done that. Now that I think about it, you guys only drank from the health and love springs, and none from the academics one. How come? Oh, well, right. What? You both look so serious. The truth is, it's said that anyone greedy enough to try to drink from all 3 rivers will be denied their blessings. What? Nani? But is that true? Yes, I'm sorry to say. No way! Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because that would have made it so much less funny. Sorry about that. So I didn't earn any blessings today. I could have used a blessing in love at least. So now that I think about it, Makoto and Akira both drank from the love spring. First, the entry fee, there. How much is the entry fee? How much you spent? Okay. Now our next Kyoto sightseeing spot is here. Whoa! You know, I think his reaction here is kind of justified. I mean, seeing something like that, you're bound to go, oh, at least, whoa! This is the Kinkaku-ji. Wait, I thought I'd like been to all these locations, so why is it still showing it highlighted in green if some of them didn't? Ji, a Japanese suffix meaning temple, an alternative reading of Dera. I see, it makes sense. Kinkaku. Kinkaku is a reference to the ground golden color of the temple. The name is actually a nickname. What's its real name? I know it, it's Gion, right? That's right, you really know your stuff, Akira. Hold your applause until the end. I still know lots more than about the Gion-ji, or whatever the hell it's pronounced as. Then why don't you tell us all about it, Akira? Educate us! Leave it to me. How about a history lesson? The fact is, there was already a temple here in the 13th century, but the noble who commissioned it was put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and fell into ruin. Then around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it up and built a new temple, which he called the Rokyon-ji. Wow, is that really what happened? Yes, she's exactly right. Wait a minute, why are you asking Oni-chan for confirmation? No reason, just wanted to be sure. Let me tell you, this isn't all I know. I also know that when the temple was completed, the grounds around it were larger, and that it completely burned down once. Burned down? The temple? Was it in a war or what? Sorry, it burned down just 60 years ago. It was arson. Arson? You mean someone set fire to it? Yeah, in 1950, by a young monk still in training. A monk committed arson? That's right, the temple was already a famous national treasure at that time, so it caused a huge stir. I see, that makes sense. And a world-famous author named Mishima Yuiko, would that be Yuiko? Wrote a novel about it. The name of the novel is, of course, Kinkaku-ji. Wow, Akira, you really know a lot about the Kinkaku-ji. I told you I knew a lot about it. So have you read the novel? No. Oh dear. Mishima Yuiko's Kinkaku-ji has been translated into many other languages, so you should read it if you get a chance. Are you like advertising a novel here now? Sure, I will. Well, I won't. I don't see the purpose of it. Probably wrote it after visiting the place for himself, so it'll probably be more interesting now than if I'd read it before. I'll be sure to look around for it when I get home. I think you might try to read it when I think I might try to read it when I get home too. I see, I think you would get a lot out of it, actually. Not really, just a bit of history. The Kinkaku-ji, huh? Well, who knows? The walls are stuck with gold leaf, so it's as gold as the name suggests. Wait, what? Gold leaf? You heard that ancient Europe referred to Japan as Japan, the land of gold. But looking at this, I can see why Marco Polo would have felt that way. Huh? I don't even know what he was talking about there. Some of you viewers probably do, and maybe one of you might explain. What do you think of Kyoto so far? Let's see, at first I wasn't really seeing the town's history and culture at all. But the more we walk around, the more I feel the traditional atmosphere seeping in all over. That's right. Kyoto has a lot of temples and shrines, so you can walk from temple to temple and shrine to shrine. Just walking around can give you a deep impression of this town. Yeah, that's really true. But how do I say this? More than that, there's like, even among the smallest shops in town, so many of them sell traditional craft goods. So that also gives me the impression of a town that values its history. That's true. While Kyoto continues to expand, the city as a whole does protect its traditions. I think that's what makes it amazing. Preserving its history while taking in the new, eh? But now that I think about it, I think Tokyo has a similar sort of atmosphere. With Kyoto, it just feels a whole lot sharper. When I think about it that way, Kyoto really is like a representation of Japan itself. That's it. There's one thing that surprised me in coming to Kyoto. Surprise you? What is it? Well, apart from everything, because he's surprised by everything. You know, the language. Language? Ah, I see, because it's not like Tokyo Japanese. That's right, it's a dialect, right? The accent on the words people here use. It's nothing like the Japanese I know. That's true. People in Kyoto, nearby Osaka and Kobe speak what's called kansai-ben. Kansai-ben? Wait, that wasn't the question, was it? Yes, specifically, Kobe and Osaka and Kyoto still have their own dialects, but the general term for it is kansai-ben. Kansai-ben, I see. It's hard for even native Japanese to imitate kansai-ben. It's a unique way of speaking. I see, but how should I say it? It feels like it has nuances that I don't hear in the Japanese of Tokyo. That's true, it's fast-paced and kind of fun. That's right, when you listen on an exchange, it almost sounds like they might burst out laughing. Remember what I said before, that Kyoto was the capital of Japan long ago? While that was going on, the city of Osaka was also developing next door. Osaka developed as a merchant city. They based their lives around merchant culture. So I think their language developed around the interaction between a shop owner and customer. Making the customer feel comfortable is so important in the business world. You mean they make them laugh so that they relax and feel more like buying things? It's just my own speculation, but I wonder if it might not be true. Real Kansai has done a lot to develop comedians and comedy culture, so you might hear kansai-ben on TV too. Now that I think about it, it sounds really cute when girls speak it too. We don't speak kansai-ben. Does that mean you don't think we're cute? That's not it. That's not what I was trying to say at all. So you're saying you wish that we both spoke kansai-ben? That's right, that's exactly the same complaint. Even without speaking kansai-ben, I think we made a good comedy team, don't we? An awkward one, yeah, because you're being voiced by the same person, who happens to be a guy here. A guy voicing a guy and two girls, that's weird. Anyway, let's go one last place today. It's very close to where we are now. What kind of temple is it this time? Oh my, we're not going to a temple. Really? Then where are we? I like this kind of traditional sounding music. Ta-da! This is Kyoto's premium entertainment district, Gion. Wow! But the buildings still have an older, refined feeling to them. The town of Gion is the gateway to the Osaka Shrine. It's called a burp. It's basically a town that sprang up along the road to the shrine. The name Gion comes from the fact that the Osaka Shrine was once known as the Gion Shrine. Gion Shrine, I see. So is there something on the street? Like what? Well, it's certainly a very beautiful street and it has a refined atmosphere. Isn't there like a famous building or... Yeah, there's nothing like that here, but in its place... Ah, look, they're walking towards us. Walking? It's a zombie! Ah! I love how they like zoom in, like have that kind of zoom kind of transition thing like that, but they don't show anything anyway. There's a woman walking towards us. Tiny red lips on a face made up in white. And such a beautiful kimono. Is that a high-class geisha? Sort of, but geisha is only for Tokyo. In Kyoto they are called geiko. Geiko. Yes, and young apprentice geiko are known as Meiko. Meiko, yeah. She looks young, so she's probably a Meiko. She just turned to us and bowed. She's so cute, kawaii, and all that. Hey, Oni-chan, I hear back in the day, Meiko were girls was around 10 years old. Is that true? That is what they say. 10 years old? They started that young? Yeah, because Meiko and Geiko would play instruments at banquets and sing and dance. They were like flowers used to add life to a party. And men of a high standing and rank would come to them. So in order to keep them from offending anyone, they received strict instruction in discipline and manners from a very young age. Very strict system. That's the kind of system it was. So for all its beauty, their world was a harsh one too. Yeah, looks that way. Yes, but these days it's seen as problematic to make children work so hard. Nowadays you can't begin Meiko training until you finish school. I saw on TV before too that there were fewer and fewer women who want to become Meiko these days. I guess that's true in all countries. Jobs that were standard long ago are gradually declining. It's too bad, but... yeah. But then the TV said that more people want to do it nowadays compared to before. But they say that the training is so strict that many people just up and quit. because you want it doesn't mean you'll succeed. But Meiko and Kyoto are part of an amazing culture. There must be more people who want to carry it on. That's it, as long as we're here, why don't we call Gyeiko-san tonight and... Unfortunately, that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Girls will refuse first-time customers. Most people have to be referred to by an existing customer. So, this whole thing where it's all like, unless you are a existing customer and you have to be referred by an existing customer, then who was the first customer and how did they get to be a customer if they refuse first-time customers? How does this make sense? Ah, man, I don't know. I see. There are some exceptions lately. I hear there are some events where you can hire a Gecko for a brief period of time. But it probably takes a lot of money, right? I see. I guess that's true. What the hell would you hire them for exactly anyway? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I understand that it was just an idea. When you say it like that, I can tell you're really upset about it. I told you I was joking. I don't think you were. Anyway, as long as we're here, we should stop by the Yasaka Shrine, then back to our hotel. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hi. Phew. We visited the Yasaka Shrine, which was beautiful. So beautiful, in fact, that we didn't even get to see it on screen. Our hotel might be more humble than the halls where Geico performed, but it was still a nice place. Sweet perhaps. The food in Kyoto tastes completely different from the food in Tokyo, too. Kyoto was a nice place, not at all inferior to Tokyo. Just one day doesn't seem like enough to experience it all. But tomorrow I go back to Tokyo, and in 3 days' time I go home. Wait, okay, yeah, there's 2 extra days in Tokyo then. I've got to make the most of Japan in the time I've got left. I think I got freaking dust in my throat or something. It's like, Go Nippon, my first trip to Japan, day 5. Another beautiful day. Gion is the echo voice there. Another beautiful day. I think we'll call it a party, babies. Back out. But, okay, lady. Anyways, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.